So I decided to create this tutorial on the A Place for Everything bag. This is just basically on the vinyl pleats. I had a hard time trying to figure out how to do this, and so I thought I kind of came up with a good system that I liked, and not sure if it's right, but it works for me. So we have vinyl, and the pattern has this in it, and it asks you to print it out and paste it to a cardstock. So I've already done that. I photocopied it at 100% and pasted it to this cardstock. And now I use paper clips and I use painter's tape. I have this washi tape that I absolutely love from the Tattoo Quilter. And then I have a folding tool. This is just it's like a spatula, and I don't know, it's a different kind of spatula. It's like a printmaking spatula, I guess. So I think there's something called a bone that will work as well. But first thing you're gonna do is you're going to paper clip the edges on one side to kind of secure it down. And then I'm gonna get this washi tape, and it's a little bit smaller, so it allows you to see the next line. So I have some thicker washi tape, and that did not do very well because it was too thick and went into my other line. Later on you'll see that, how this one doesn't do that. And I also have some thinner washi tape that I've had a long time, and that stuck to the vinyl. So I got some Gooby Gone when I used that. I'm just gonna fold the line from number 1 that we taped on, gonna fold it to number 2, and you don't have to use a folding tool, but I figured why not? I have it. You can just use your fingers. I did that for the first 6 or so. And then you're gonna make sure that line stays on top and fold it back over. And then what I do is I get a little bit of painter's tape and I tape it into place. Kind of helps secure it, so when we sew it, we don't have to do anything but go over the edges. So I'll do a little time lapse of the rest, and then we'll go over to the sewing machine and complete the vinyl pocket. So now it's basically ready to sew, and the nice thing about this is because it's all taped, it will stay in place. So we can just take it to the sewing machine and stitch the pleats down. Now we're ready to sew the edges down because the vinyl will want to flatten out. So right after you tape your vinyl pleats in, I would go ahead and stitch them down. So I am making a stitch that is closer to the edge because we don't need to go deep in. And I have a thicker needle in, probably like an 80, I think is what I have. I'll adjust my stitch to stay down. voila, we have a pleated pocket.